Oh, where do you want these books? Where do you want these books? Down here, okay. Oh, hello. Okay. I'm just got some books ready for our Hey Kids Book Festival this weekend. We've got to be very, very clear about one thing. Can you get that E in there? Yeah, get the E in there. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, because we're not officially part of the Hey Book Festival. We thought they were cancelling it, and in fact they are going ahead with a virtual thing, as we are as well, because we were going to do a pop-up. So we're all kind of collaborating and coexisting together. Just going to put these books down here. Oh, I've got some great books here. I tell you, I've got my got all my favourite Anthony Horowitz books here, as you can see. So a good old stash of Anthony Horowitz books. I'm going to tell you all about him in a minute as well. This book's absolutely brilliant. This is one of my favourites. This is Michael Rosen, How to Be Yours and Your Children's Best Teacher. Good ideas. Recommend that. That's absolutely a brilliant book. You all know about the Rocket book as well, the Rocket Boys book that we've been talking about quite a lot as well. So that's absolutely brilliant. My dad found that in an Oxfam bookshop. Do like a good book. Seth Godin, All About Art, The Icarus Deception. That's a great one. My Dad's a Birdman. Blimey, that's one of my favourites. This is about a dad who dresses up like a bird and puts feathers on his arms and pretends he's going to fly over the River Tyne just to make his daughter excited and inspired. And that's the sort of thing we should be doing now in Locking, isn't it? Oh my goodness, this one as well is one of my favourites. Runaway Robot. This is one of Frank Cottrell Boyce's books, signed copy no less. And we've got some, oh my goodness, this one. Now that is a book that I'm going to have to tell you all about later on. Armstrong, the mouse that went to space. Unbelievable. And today we're going to do an incredible bit of news. We've got a fantastic maker project we're going to show you. You've never seen anything like what we're going to show you. The sort of thing that Dominic Wilcox would be doing in the book there. So that's what we're talking about today. We are talking about the 3 greatest gifts that any of you can give your kids. Number 1 is a bit of your time, and we're all locked in now, so we should have time to sit and play, to read. Do you know what? Not just do all the time, but sometimes to just be. Being's not such a bad thing. So time is the one thing we should be giving our children at the moment. The other thing is stories. We should be giving them stories. We should be giving them books and helping them write and read and invent stories and really being creative. And the other thing, at STEAMCO, we say we've got to help our kids not just aim high, but higher than high in our Rocket Kids Club. And that's all about helping kids dream, find their passion. We call it their art. So their art could be football, photography, fashion, DJing, dancing, robots, rockets, whatever. If they're passionate, let's call it their art. And that's absolutely fantastic way to express it and to connect it. So here we are down at the Hey on Wye, and we are on one mission. We want to get all our kids reading. So we've got this weekend on Saturday morning live streaming on a platform on a screen near you, the Hey Kids Book Festival. Do you get it? Hey Kids Book Fest. So we're going to be running live from 10 till 3 o'clock. We may stop for lunch. We might go till 2. We've still got to work that out. We've got so many amazing people to squeeze in, as you're going to find out, this Saturday the 23rd. We've got cool book talks. We've got amazing people talking about reading and writing and exciting ways of getting it going and setting your house on fire with creativity. And we're streaming to a screen near you on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram as well. So it's going to be unbelievable. And I know somebody who's really, really excited about all this. And that's this little lad here, because he's drinking a toast to his dad. He says, "Cheers, Dad," because his dad has helped me run the book festival. And he had an idea. He said, why don't we get Anthony Horowitz on? And if we do, can we interrogate him? So little Finn there and his dad, Mr. Simpson from the Isle of Wight, are going to be interrogating only the best author for spy stories in the UK, Anthony Horowitz. So Finn and his dad are working out lots of tough questions to ask him on Saturday when we do that. It's going to be unbelievable. So, and the other cool thing as well is that Anthony is only going to be reading from his new book, Nightshade. And it's only been out a month. It's on hardback, so I know a lot of you won't have it yet, so you'll be able to have a sneak peek at that. And we've got some more news about Anthony Horowitz and his books as well later on. We've got one of my favourite authors, Frank from Liverpool. Frank Cottrell Boyce is going to be talking about Runaway Robot. We do like a robot. We've got a robot down here, actually. Do you know, have you seen JD before? JD is a robot. We're going to be giving one of these away next weekend in our competition. We're teaching kids how to code those. Coding, creating, cardboard, painting, drawing, dancing, whatever. And we've also got not just brilliant authors, we've got incredible people that I know that teachers love as well. People like Pi Corbett and Ros Wilson, 2 amazing people on reading. Ros is a master storyteller, and Pi, wow, off the scale. And I've been chatting to them today. It's going to be brilliant. And they're not doing teacher stuff. This is for you kids and you mums and dads as well. All you creative carers. We've also got the fastest author Grandad on two wheels, because we have got Grandad Wheels coming in to talk to us about his new book, which is called Charlie's Big Adventure. And Grandad Wheels is going to read that, and he's going to do questions and answers, all the questions you've ever wanted to ask a granddad who's in a wheelchair. He answers them all. He doesn't care what you ask him. And then we've got some amazing other people as well. We've got these 6 people here that are going to be helping and backing up. We've got some fantastic teachers. Joshua Siegel, an amazing poet. He writes poetry for people who don't like poetry. Work that one out. Tom Palmer writes books about World War II and football. And we've got Caroline Ash, Simon Smith and Marva. They're head teachers, but they're really passionate about reading, and they've got lots of good ideas for you at home to get your kids reading as well. But this is the bit I really love, the cardboard competition, because I've only got, well, how many Anthony Horowitz books have I got here? Let me have a look. I haven't got that many, have I? I've got just a few there. This is off my little private collection because I can't afford to have all the books. Well, we've only got the whole set of Alex Rider books and 3 copies of Nightshade as prizes in a competition. And what's more, Anthony Horowitz is going to sign those for you. You're going to get your own personalised autograph if you win this competition. It's going to be fantastic. Now, we've decided we're going to have a cardboard competition. Are you any good at making things out of cardboard? Well, I'm going to have a quick phone call actually. I've got some people down here. I'm just going to see if I can get them up on the screen, because I've got a family just down here in the Isle of Wight, believe it or not. In fact, I've got Richard Simpson and his family. Can you hear me down there, the Simpson family?
We can.
You can. And I need to say a big thank you to Finn actually, because I got this. This is one of my favourite books in the world now. Finn, can you tell everybody what this book's called?
It's called Armstrong.
Armstrong. And what's it about?
It's about mouse that goes to the moon.
A mouse that goes to the moon. And you sent that to me, didn't you, last week? Thank you very, very much. Fantastic. So thank you so much for that. And there's your dad's there somewhere as well. We've got Isla, is it? And Finn and Mr. Simpson. So Mr. Simpson, we did set a task for you today, because we want to do a cardboard competition to win that box set and those 3 books. Did you manage to do anything to give us some examples of what you might achieve, what we might be able to achieve here? What have you got?
I think Finn's modelling a
is he? Let me get that
very
up.
fancy spy binoculars at the minute.
Let me get that up full screen then. Okay, let's have a look. Whoa! Tell us all about those, Finn.
What are they, Finn? Can you take them off and show Nick?
They're binoculars.
And what did you make those out of?
Cardboard.
That is just absolutely fantastic. And what do they let you do?
Look closer.
Look closer. And do you think spies would find things like that quite useful, do you? Whoa. That is really scary when you come up close like that. You made me jump a little bit then, actually. Do you know that? That's fantastic. Would you like to meet somebody who's an amazing model maker who makes things out of cardboard for his job? Would you like to meet him? No?
Would you? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes. Well, I'm going to press this button here now, and I am going to go live to. Oh, we've lost your video there in Isle of Wight. What's happened to the Isle of Wight? We've got Chris Gilmore on the screen. Hello, Chris. Hello, Chris. Can you hear me? Hello, Chris. We seem to have lost video on the Isle of Wight. Just 2 seconds. We'll get them back. Can you hear us, Isle of Wight?
It's very cool.
We can. Sorry,
back.
iPad went sleep.
Don't worry. So, Chris, were you looking on the YouTube channel there then, Chris, by any chance?
Yeah, I'm watching.
And what did you think of?
They're really cool. Well done.
Oh wow! So there you go. Did you hear that, Finn? Somebody whose job is making things out of cardboard said yours was very good.
I need to turn the TV up.
So Chris,
Finn, I started making things like that when I was your age. So I think we're going to see some of the things that I do now.
Did you? You started this age, did you? When you were at school making things out of cardboard?
Exactly the same thing, using cardboard, sellotape, things you find in the house.
So Chris, so you're a professional cardboard modeler, and
yeah, I would.
And if you just turn your television off there, Richard, actually, or turn the volume down, that's probably best. Just have the picture on. Can you just get that turned down? If you just turn your television off there, Richard. They've just heard that now, 8 seconds later. There we go. So basically, I've asked Richard if he could make some models for us. And so if you press the button there, Richard, you'll be able to show us the first thing, actually. You've said you've got something you thought was quite fancy. Let me have a quick look and I'll see if I press the button for that. Oh my goodness, that's a car, Richard. What Chris, Chris, you've made a car. Have you made that?
Yeah, that's the James Bond's car.
Goodness
That's
me.
made just out of cardboard boxes, and that is life size. It's the same size as the real car. It's actually huge. It was so big it didn't fit in my studio when I made it.
We
Wow.
have another one.
Wow. Oh, you've got one of those. You've actually got a real one there. Incredible. So you've made a full-size James Bond Aston Martin car out of cardboard boxes. Is that right, Chris? Just get this quite
That's
straight.
correct.
That is incredible. And how long did that take? Obviously, you haven't done that today for us, have you? Just showing off by the sound of it. Because I asked you this morning. Is that just a
That was
day's
made
work?
a couple of years ago. It took about 3 months to make.
Wow. So that's not just a typical day's work for you then, is it? Knocking one of those up? Gosh.
Well, it's my job, really. It's a great job to have. But this was done for an exhibition in America, and then it's been shown in Italy and France. It's in Korea now.
Wow. And so that gets taken all over the world. Is it very fragile?
Well, you couldn't sit in it. It
No.
would break, but it's pretty resistant. It actually comes apart. It goes in a crate to ship it.
Wow.
And it takes about an hour and a half to assemble it. I think there's about 40 pieces that slot together.
Actually, we've got some different pictures here. There's a picture here with a little... What's that sheet, the flap on the boot? What's the point of that?
It's the film is from quite a long time ago, but James Bond is getting chased by the bad guys, and they try to shoot him with a machine gun, and he's got this special screen that pops up to stop the bullets.
Wow.
The bulletproof screen on the back of the car.
So that is a bulletproof screen. Wow. Finn, can you see that? There's a screen to stop people shooting him from behind. It's a bulletproof screen. And if we go to this next picture, can you see there's actually a gun behind one of the lights? Wow.
You watch on the
Yeah,
screen, you see it?
Machine guns hidden under the brake lights in case somebody's following you.
Wow. Just there. Can you see that? It's just there. Look, I'm pointing to it now. That is a machine gun hidden behind the little light that flips open. Wow. What else have we got? Here's another picture. This is a picture of inside the car. All of that's all made with cardboard, Richard, is it? It's not moulded or...
No, it's all
Chris,
just
so I keep calling you
cardboard.
Richard.
No, that's all the kind of secret gadgety controls. There's a radar. There's the ejector seat that shoots people out through the roof, and there's lots of switches for the guns and the oil slicks and the smokes and things.
That is just... Okay, so Chris, I think you've... we did say we had an Arts Council grant and we could give you a little bit of money to make something out of cardboard, but this is ridiculous because that's not... The children couldn't possibly make that. Have you got anything a little bit more accessible, as we might say in the world? Have you got any other ideas?
Well, like I said, when I was, 3 or 4, I started making things with cardboard. Just because it's something you can always find in the house and it doesn't really cost anything. Scissors and some sellotape and glue, you can make things. And then I've been practicing for a long time. So, if you start today, a few years on, you could be making the Aston Martin. What I've got here is some spy gadgets.
That's a book,
I know
isn't it? What have you got a book on here for? I need...
Today, so we've got some books on.
But Chris, I need spy gadgets, not books. I know this is a book festival, but we don't just want books. I want a gadget. I asked you specifically to make a gadget, Chris. What's going on here?
There's more to this than meets the eye. It looks like a book, but actually it's a secret container. And we've got lots of spy things in. We've got a radio and all kinds of stuff. I'll show you the things that we've made here. So we've got a security pass. Now you need your security pass to get into the secret base where the spies are. The nice thing with this, though, is it's got a hidden blade inside.
Whoa.
So if you need to cut the ropes to escape from the bad guys or stop a bomb going off or something, you've got your hidden little knife there. And then you can just put that in your wallet. And we've got a radio so you can keep in touch with your friends.
Aha, you've got some tinfoil on there as well, have you? That's cheating a bit, but that looks good. It's a lovely detail, isn't it?
Well, that's the thing. You could use bottle tops or lids off toothpaste and stuff. There's a little tracking device here which I put some sticky tape on the back so you can stick that onto people, and then you can somewhere see where they go.
So you could stick that on your
And
mum
so
and
you
dad's
can
back
track-
or your sister and make sure you can track where they're going then.
Yeah, exactly. You can listen in probably. And then I made a little wristwatch. But actually this as well, it opens up, and inside there's the radar. There's an aerial that comes out of that as well. So you can track people on your wristwatch and see where they're going.
And you've got a super blue tack magnet there, a special spy
It's good,
magnetic
isn't it?
blue tack, isn't it?
It's really high technology. This is a bit blue tack.
You are on fire.
It's-
You've just excelled. This is what the lottery grants are for when we do this sort of creativity with cardboard. That's fantastic. So what do you
Well, I
think?
was trying to think of
Go on.
things that you could do at home. So I reckon everyone's got a cardboard box. You can probably find some milk bottle tops and some bits of tin foil, and it's just done with Pritt stick or with PVA glue. So it's things that everyone's going to have. If you can find nice big sheets of cardboard, and you've got me, I use a glue gun and I use craft knives, but maybe everyone's not got that. So these are things that you can do straight away. Go and have a look in the recycling and make some things that, like we saw before.
It looks
those
like
fantastic binoculars. They're great.
it looks like you've just transported a video here as well, because I'm clicking this and it's playing a little video by the look of it as well of how you actually made that by the look of it. Is it?
Yeah, we should have a video.
That's
so you can see
right.
how
So
that-
talk us through this. So that looks like an ordinary book. Okay. Oh, hang on. You've got a knife to the book. Right. Okay.
Yeah, well, you see lots of people making secret safes out of books by cutting a hole in them, but it's you don't really want to be cutting up a nice book.
Well, you did get me
So my
worried
idea was
there.
just to take the dust jacket off, and then you can use that. I've made a kind of pretend book. It's just a box. I can show you here as well. It's just a sheet of cardboard, which I've folded to make the cover, a little box inside. It's just a strip of cardboard taped down to put it together. And then when you put the dust jacket on it and put it on your bookshelf, no one will know it's there.
Very
So I think
sneaky.
it's great for spies, because you can hide your secret documents and all your code books and everything. But if you've got brothers and sisters, it might be nice to hide your chocolates in, or put your diary in so they don't know it's there. Stick that on your bookshelf. You can hide things. It's quite good fun. And it saves having to cut up a book, because I don't think anybody wants to be slicing up the
No, that's
favourite
great.
story.
So you've making the box here, and right. So we've got little videos. So we could put these up on the Facebook page if you've sent them to us, can't we? So people can have a look.
Yeah, sure. I've done videos for all the things that you've seen there. And like I said, I've done really simple things so everyone can have a go. And then I think, start with this, but then it's really easy to make things more complicated. You could add, certainly paint it, add other things on, stick buttons on. If people are maybe good with using LEDs and lights and things, you could make things light up. I reckon you could probably hide a phone inside it and actually use it as a radio. You could do all sorts of things. So it's really just to
Right.
get people thinking what they might be able to do.
Well, we have to have a bit of a game every night, getting tracking all the phones down in our house, like most families do. So, so I'm sure that's. I hope my sons haven't watched this. I must admit. So, what do you think of that, Finn and Isla? What do you think of that project there? What do you think of Chris's cardboard modelling skills? Do you think he's clever?
You like what?
Do you like them?
The car and the book.
Yeah.
What was the best bit of the book? Which of the gadgets was the best?
The watch.
The watch.
You like the
Okay,
watch,
We're going to have
did
a
you?
go at making the watch.
You're going to try and make the watch. Well, what I'll do is I'll post that on our Facebook page, and we'll put it on the website so that people can have a look at this, and we'll see what people do. So if they want to win a complete box set of Anthony Horowitz, Alex Rider books, or a signed copy of Nightshade. Well, Chris, I can't thank you enough. That really is absolutely super. Thank you very much.
Thanks for the invite. It's good fun.
Isla's
enjoyed making it
made
today.
something else out of cardboard that she thinks would go in the book if she makes it.
Oh,
What
go
have
on
you
then.
made
What
out
have you got there?
of? The zoom in.
What does that do?
Whoa.
It's a ring that has a laser shooter.
Wow.
Hey,
What do
fantastic.
you think of that, Chris?
That is extremely cool. I did think about making a ring, but I didn't have time, so I'm so glad you've done that. It's a brilliant idea.
There you go, Isla. You've trumped the professional there.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
We can't actually hear what Chris is saying, Nick, unfortunately.
Okay, we'll have to. Do you know what? That's a bug that I've been aware of and I should have fixed. I'm sorry about that. That explains a lot
That's
of blank
okay.
faces. But I must
We'll
get that
watch it. We'll
sorted.
watch it back later and listen.
Great, that will be good. Well, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody on the Isle. Well, we'll keep with the Isle of Wight. Thank you, Chris. You're in Manchester, I
Thank
think,
you.
aren't you?
Yeah, from Manchester.
Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for your time today and for all that. And it's a pleasure.
Good luck with the competition. Good luck to everyone. And have fun. I guess.
Chris.
Great.
It's all the nice thing with
Say
cardboard. You make
thanks,
a mistake, you
Dennis.
can just chuck in the recycling.
Well, you've inspired 3 or 4 children, and I know 200 or 300 will watch that by the end of the week, and that hopefully means a lot, because it's all about using your creativity to inspire young people, because you're what we call a creative carer. I believe you care about creativity. I believe you care enough about kids, and you care about futures to give your time like this. So thank you so much. It does mean a lot.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
Good luck with the show. Good luck with the competition. See you again.
Great. Thanks, Chris. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow. How cool was that, guys?
Like that, didn't you?
How cool was that?
Big thumbs up.
Wow.
Me.
Fantastic.
That's it. That's it.
Daddy, I've got a little.
So where are we now? I'm gonna wrap up now. So, okay, everybody on the Isle of Wight. Well, thank you very much for that. So that was pretty cool, wasn't it, Richard?
Yeah, we like the idea of those. I think Finn's very keen to have a go at making. Going to make the watch, aren't we?
Great stuff. Well, we've got 2 days to go now. We'll make a little video of this. We'll push it all out. Hopefully, people will find the Facebook page for the Hay Book Fest, Hay Kids Book Fest, and the hashtag's on the screen there now. So Hay Kids Book Fest, and let's not get rid of you guys. Let's get you back. Where should we put you? We'll make you small and put you down there, out of the way down there. Look, that's cool. And we've now got a flyer. So all the schools, if you want to tell your parents about this, get the parents reading with their kids. Tell them how important reading is. Get them all onto the Anthony Horowitz competition. Download this flyer from our Facebook page, from our website, and ping that out in your Friday emails out to your communities. Let's get everybody online on Saturday, and let's get everybody inspired to read. Let's get all the mums, all the dads, all the carers, grandmas, grandpas watching this on Saturday morning, 10 o'clock, live streaming. Thank you very much, Richard. We'll be in touch.
Thanks, mate. Take care. Bye.
Thanks, Isla. Thanks very much, and thank you very much to your talking iPad. You've got those. Bye bye. You've got those new talking iPads, so thank you her as well. That's a brilliant job. Bye bye. So there you go. Fantastic. The hashtag Hay Kids Book Fest, Saturday 10 till 3, streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, inspiring our kids to read. And you can find us on Facebook and all those usual channels. So thank you very much for sitting in on that. We're not an official part of the Hay Book Festival. We're not an official part of the Hay Book Festival. We are just a bunch of parents doing our best. We thought they'd cancelled their festival, but they haven't. But it doesn't matter, because here we are having a great time, coming up with all sorts of ideas. And do you know what? It might not work, but do we care?
It might not work, but here's the thing. The guy who invented the ship also invented the shipwreck. And either you're in or you're out. Either you want to play this game or you don't. Art doesn't work because we did something conventional and predictable, and here it is industrialized, right? Art works because we connect.
So the festival that we will be organising in 2022 is a festival of creativity in its broadest sense. So what we're looking for is events that will help to bring people together and show the value of art.
An event like this is absolutely overdue. Being from a working class family as well, we've never had access to the arts.
I think this is amazing, and we should encourage Nick to do more of this so that we can connect friends through art. Is actually amazing.
Well, a lot of schools have taken music out of their curriculum, and I find that really important.
This book is going to change lives. There are 7 stories.
Keep doing what you're doing. I love your passion. Please keep doing what you're doing, inspiring the kids. I think it's great. Not enough parents spend enough time with the kids. They leave them on the iPads and things like that, and I absolutely love it. Keep doing what you're doing. I love your passion.
Again, boys will be boys. Better let them have their toys. Girls will be girls. Cute ponytails and curls. Must put an end to this stress and strain. I think I want to live that sporty life.
I'm going to make it happen for you, Nick.
I appreciate that.
Well, I'm going to make it happen for you because what you're doing is, in the end, absolutely brilliant.
I had the idea of getting a big screen to come here and celebrate. And I did a thing called a crowdfunder. I said to lots of people, I only gave myself 24 hours, and they said, you'll never do it.
One time for the Lord,
I think creativity is absolutely everything, you know, to secure the jobs for the future.
Niall, what does collaboration mean to you?
For me, collaboration is everything. So my whole life is a collaboration.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are